it's only 3 months since the organisation was set up, and when Paul approached me back in March at one of the first events that was being held at the fire station in Briley Hill, and he said that Talkingbowls was going to be doing this, the 4 and 4s event, I was overwhelmed. You know, it's fantastic, and it was really good to see Paul, big purple hat, looking like a Huggy Bear from Starsky and Hutch. But it's brilliant. I absolutely can't thank you all enough for what everyone has done and what everyone continues to do for Alfie. There's so many. There's been a lot of events gone on recently, and there's his main event goes on at the Cockthorne Hotel next month in Maryhill, where they're going to host a fundraising event there, a summer ball.
Lovely.
You've got a Black Country night out as well, haven't you?
Yes, there's on November the 13th. There's a Black Country night out, and sort of Black Country's son Tommy Munden's going to perform for us with another couple of acts as well. Everything's still to be ironed out, but it is confirmed on the 13th of November. I think it's at the Craig Youth Liberal Club. There will be a Black Country night out, and the tickets, I do believe, will be on sale sometime June or July for November the 13th. I do believe the Liberal Club will be selling them also on our behalf, but I think there's about 200 tickets that will be available. And I'm not 100% of what the cost is going to be, but I think it's going to be around about a £15 mob, but that will include food as well. And obviously a fantastic night of entertainment to raise money for Alfie.
Yeah, I'm sure Paul will give it a mention, and I'm sure Lynn and myself will get over there if we can on that.
Yeah,
I can get a ticket as well.
I'd love to go. Yeah. Do you follow bowls yourself, Paul?
My dad used to do Crown Green bowls over Buffy Park many years ago, but bowling wise, I used to play with Paul years ago. But it was football on the green. Oh, no. That's about the closest we got to Crown Green. We used to jump on it if the ball went over. But I used to sometimes play with 10-pin bowling, wasn't it? We used to have a go at that, but I was never really good at that. He was always getting his strikes, and I was just always going down the gutter. But no, I've never actually played Crown Green bowls, and I think I'd probably quite good.
I suppose you might well do now with what's been going on.
You know, I'm only a few years to my 40s now. But saying that, I want to get away from that sort of old man sport, because it's not. Obviously, going to the event a few weeks back, you saw there's just a wide variety of people, ages, doing it. Because obviously, when my dad used to play in the 70s, it was traditionally for the older gentlemen. But
that's right. Yeah.
Now it's opened up to everybody.
Yeah.
And perhaps I'll be getting not my whites, but whatever. Yeah, I might get the
right.
call. I might have a guest appearance. Who knows?
Getting back to Alfie, tell us and the listeners what the money raised will actually buy, Paul.
The money raised, the main thing that we're doing for him at the moment is we're going to build a sensory room at home for him. So we're converting one of the bedrooms at home into a sensory room. That's been decorated at the moment, but after the summer ball next month, when we know exactly what sort of funds that we've got, we should be, hopefully by the end of the summer, we'll have a sensory room built for Alfie. So every day he can go into there, and it's basically going to aid his development. So it's with the help of everybody that's involved in the organisation, and people just donating money. It's amazing, because it will cost thousands of pounds to basically get the sensory room up and running. So it's brilliant that we're able to do this. The sort of condition that he's got, it's only when that you find out about it that you realise that this happens. Probably too often, really, and a lot of people are probably not in the position that we are, but we just wanted to do something really positive for him. And the idea was initially started off, the idea came from my sister about setting up an organisation, and with some work friends, we all got together only about 3.5 months ago, and we meet every 2 to 3 weeks now, and the main event is not next month. But since we've been up and running, people have approached us, like Paul a couple of months ago for the bowling. Briley Hill Fire Station, they're sponsoring Alfie for 12 months, and every fundraising event that they do for the next year, they'll donate money to Alfie. We've had people. I've got a Labrador. I take him dog training every month, every couple of weeks, and they donated over £1,000.
Excellent.
Gosh, there's so many. There was a football match last month that raised about £400. There's just been so much. I've had even people who've read, because he's been in the Express and Star and Starbridge News as well, and people who've read about Alfie's story basically have got in touch with us via the website, and a gentleman knocked on my door about 5 weeks ago. Never met him before. He'd read about Alfie. He'd raised money by doing a marathon, and he gave us a cheque for £100.
Excellent.
And it's just people like that. Just it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Mike here donating £20. Never met him before in my life. And there is £20 there. Got the Queen's Head facing up.
I know some of the listeners have made donations, and obviously it's a bit of an obvious question to ask, but it's your opportunity really, Paul. If anything you'd like to say to them, sort of on air, to.
Well, to each and every one of you who has basically helped towards this one, your generosity is making a big difference to a very special little boy, my son. And if you do get the opportunity, go onto the website and have a look at it. I don't know if the website's www.friendsofalfiejohnson.org.uk. And again, I'm really grateful to everybody who's helped out Alfie, especially to Paul as well, who basically got the ball rolling, and to you guys as well. Absolutely fantastic.
Excellent.
And hopefully, who knows, in the future I will get on the green myself. Who knows?
Well, who knows?
But thank you all listening, everyone who's involved in Talking Bowls and the forum. Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Yeah. Well, on behalf of Talking Bowls, Mel and myself, and of course Paul, would just like to say, well done to everybody involved for such a worthwhile cause. And it's at times like this when we actually realise, what restores your faith in human nature. Really, that there are some good people out there to do good work for such a worthwhile cause, and obviously a very, very special boy. So, but well done to everybody. This is Lynn Pritchett, and you're listening to Talkingbowls Radio, sponsored by Thurston. I now hand you back to Mel.